Hey, what up anyone who's watching? This is View with Ice, the channel for anime and TV show related content, and in this video I will be focusing on some of the most powerful female characters that this anime has to offer. I also want to exclude Big Mom from this video because he is easily the strongest female character in One Piece, and I just want to fill up that spot with someone else to give a lesser known character some shine. Starting off this video, I'm gonna be talking about Hina. She's one of my favorite One Piece characters that no one ever talks about. She was first introduced in the Alabasta arc and is also responsible for the capture of Bon Clay. I immediately liked her when she was introduced because this was the first time that I saw a female marine with her status in One Piece, and she just looked like a badass character all around. We have only had a few showcases of power from Hina, but we have to assume that she is formidable because pre-time skip she was at the rank of captain, but in 2 years she has risen to the rank of rear admiral. With such a fast rise in the ranks, she must have a lot of promise. Concerning her devil fruit, I don't really have much to say because we have only seen it displayed a few times. It really just looks like another okay Paramecia type, but I hope to see her in a decent fight one day to really get a good gauge on what she is truly capable of doing with this power. If I would have made this video a few months ago, I would have most likely left out Nico Robin, but Wano had some surprises. For a very long time, I felt that Nico Robin was kind of left out in the power upgrade department in the Stride group. We have of course seen Luffy, Sanji and Zoro do amazing things. Even Usopp had a few great moments during the Dressrosa arc. Nami got Zeus. Frankie, Chopper and Brook also is somewhat left out, but I really felt like nothing special was happening with the archaeologist. That was until the Wano arc delivered and finally gave us the results of Robin's training during the time skip, and she was able to defeat one of the strongest female members of the Beast Pirates, and that victory gave her a spot in this video. Nami is one of my favorite female characters in all of anime, but I'm gonna exclude her from this list and instead put Ulti in her place. Ulti was of course defeated by Nami, but most of their fight is basically just the Stride Navigator running away. Nami is someone that I will always praise because she is very important to the Strides and has gotten them out of some tough situations, but Ulti outclassed her in every aspect of power. Ulti also really impressed me by taking such a big attack from Big Mom and getting back into the fight. That just shows you how durable she was because an attack from Big Mom would wipe any lesser character off the board. So far, Bonney has not had any significant power display, but her being the only female supernova should be enough for her to have a decent spot in this video. For a long time, I was very interested in Bonney, and my interest in her is one of the reasons why I'm so excited for the upcoming Egghead arc, because I saw that she will be accompanying the Stride Pirates and we might finally get to see her in action. Although Bonney has not been in a noteworthy fight yet, she surely has a very interesting devil fruit ability, the ability to alter the age of herself and also others. While at first glance the ability doesn't look like much, I feel it could actually be a very OP power, because if she is able to change the age of someone, she might be able to overpower powerful characters. This is of course just a theory, because someone with strong haki might be able to counteract her devil fruit power, and she was also defeated by Blackbeard, but I still think her power is something really interesting. Coming up next, I'm gonna give a little respect to the Revolutionary Army by naming one of their commanders, Bello Betty. While Betty doesn't have a flashy devil fruit that will instantly impress everyone, she has a bounty of 457 million, and that should surely give her some credibility to be included on this list. Fighting wise, I haven't seen much of her yet, but a bounty and her being so highly ranked in the Revolutionary Army gives me a lot of confidence in this woman. Her devil fruit ability is quite unusual. The Kobu Komu no Mi seems to be a power that encourages others. The power comes from Betty speaking encouraging words to others, and once the ability is in effect, it also boosts the strength of whoever is encouraged. It seems like a very weird power, but somehow feels perfect for someone in the Revolutionary Army. I am hoping to see a lot more of Betty in the future. When I first saw Vice Admiral Tsuru, I didn't really think much of her until I saw a monster like Doflamingo running away from her. Doflamingo is not the type of character to back down or stand down to just anyone, meaning the Vice Admiral must have been really powerful for him to run away from her. We don't know much about Tsuru except that she was part of the Sengoku Garb era, and I feel if your name gets mentioned with those two in any type of way, you must be legit. She is highly respected in the Navy. She kind of gives me Garb vibes in a way. Maybe in her prime she could have been an admiral, but also turned down the position for certain reasons. I am of course not saying that she is on par with Garb in any way. I am just saying that there might be a lot more to this Vice Admiral that meets the eye. Blackbeard is someone who only wants powerful people on his crew. He even told Jewelry Bonney that she wasn't strong enough to be a Blackbeard pirate, and that is one of the reasons why Katarina Devon is so interesting. She was imprisoned in the lowest level of Impel Down, giving us the very obvious indication that she is a very dangerous woman. Another thing about Devon is that she is the only female member in the main group of the Blackbeard pirates and is also one of his Titanic ship captains. Teeds giving her such a big role in his pirate group speaks volumes about what she is capable of. So far we haven't really seen her display anything in terms of straight up power. However, we have seen her use her devil fruit, the Inoinomi model nine-tailed fox. She used this ability to transform herself into Absalom, and she can of course transform into the mythical nine-tailed fox, something we have yet to fully see. We still don't know the extent of this devil fruit, but I'm gonna have to assume that it is very powerful because every mythical Zoan we have encountered so far has been something special. The Whole Cake Island arc is not one of my favorites by any means, but it did introduce me to one of my favorite female characters, and that is Solid Smoothie. She only had a handful of solid moments during the arc, but it was enough to make me curious about her, and having a bounty of 932 million easily throws her into elite company in the female division of One Piece. Smoothie has yet to be in a drawn out fight, but with such a high bounty and also being one of the highest ranking members of the Big Mom Pirates, there is no way you can question her power. She also has a pretty decent devil fruit ability. It is not one of my favorite powers, but it made a big impression on me when she attacked the Destroyer's ship. If Jinbei wasn't at the helm, we could have lost the Thousand Sunny. Before I even talk about the next character, I just want to once again say that it is an injustice that she won't be joining the Destroyer Pirates. Yamato looked like a powerful character from the get-go, but we will later on discover just how incredible she was when she went face to face with her own father, who is in the upper echelon of powerhouses you can find in One Piece. The thing about Kaido vs Yamato is that we never expected her to defeat him, but she showed us that she is easily in the top 5 when it comes to powerful female characters in One Piece. Kaido is praised as this invincible beast that no one can touch and that no one can hurt, but she showed us just how different she was when she managed to make her father bleed during their clash. Her final big attack on her father was the most impressive. In conjunction with Luffy's Jet Cavalry, it sent the big Yonko flying. She also has all 3 types of Haki with a mythical Zoan Devil Fruit to pair with. Yamato is the real deal. Boa Hancock was of course going to be the last one in this video. Conqueror's Haki is an indication that someone is powerful or going to be powerful, and Hancock is one of the few characters in the story that possesses the ability. She was also the only female warlord and now sports a bounty of more than 1.6 billion berry, the second highest female bounty so far in the story. The world government doesn't just hand out bounties like that for no reason, it just shows how much of a threat they deem her to be. Hancock has had quite a few power displays compared to most of the characters in this video. She's also one of the few characters that left Marineford without any damage, just another indication of how powerful she is.